Alright guys, UFC this weekend, these are my bets. Let me know what you think in the comments and any bets you're liking. So first up, I'm taking Mason Jones and Carly Judas, both to win. Pretty confident. Mason Jones, I like his pressure, his cardio. I think he's the better grappler in this matchup. And if you look at Medeiros, he's a skilled guy, but in my opinion, he lost his last fight against Padilla. And Padilla's game plan was to pressure him. And I think stylistically, this is a good matchup for Jones because Medeiros, he gets pushed back pretty easily. Then I'm taking Carly. I see this fight as more of a striking matchup. I haven't seen strong wrestling from the Brazilian girl, and I think Carly's the better striker. So yeah, I like both these to win. Then I'm going to take both Carly and Mason to go over 1.5 rounds. I think if there's a stoppage, it's more likely going to be later in the fight because Mason breaks guys down with his pressure and cardio. And Carly Judas, being women's MMA, they don't have much power, but I could see her just beating down her opponent and getting a late KO. So yeah, both those over 1.5 rounds, I'm going to play that as well. I'm also going to sprinkle Carly round 2-3 KO and Mason Jones round 2-3. They're pretty big numbers, just small. Then I'm going Stanley plus 3.5 handicap, 1.68 odds. So I was impressed with this guy's tape. He's a good athlete. He's got very good cardio. This is a big step up in competition. So I'm not confident enough to say that he's going to win, but I do think it probably goes to decision and that he could win one round. So that's what the handicap bet is. Then I'm going the Emma's fight. I'm taking the under 1.5 rounds. I thought the odds were pretty generous for this. Lauren Douglas has a lot of power, so I think an early finish is pretty likely. I'm also going to take Douglas KO 1-2. This guy's just really dangerous on the feet, and I could see Emma's getting cracked. I'm going to hedge my action here with Emma's by decision. It's 9.25 odds. I think if Emma's does get the upset, it's going to be him getting his wrestling going, and he could spoil the party with a decision. But I think the more likely outcome is Douglas getting an early knockout. Then I'm going to the Barbosa fight. I'm taking him by first round knockout, 1.67 odds. He's very dangerous in the first round, this guy. And I'm also going to play the second round KO at 580, just small. I think if he's going to get the KO, it's probably round 1. Then I'm going the McVeigh fight under 2.5 rounds with Padilla over 1.5 rounds. So McVeigh, both these guys aren't very good in my opinion, and they're really like be killed fighters. So I think McVeigh much more dangerous in the striking. He's got a pretty good clinch, nice elbows. If he's able to defend the takedowns, he's probably going to get a knockout here. But his opponent, Wes Schultz, I think he's the better grappler, and McVeigh has shown that he's pretty bad on the ground. So yeah, I think Schultz could get a sub if he's able to get a takedown. So yeah, I think one of these guys is probably going to get finished. And Padilla, I see this as a really close fight. So I think it's going to go over 1.5 rounds. 1.62 odds for that one. Then I'm also taking Wes Schultz sub or decision at 3.1 odds. I just thought this was pretty good odds because McVeigh, yeah, he looks pretty bad on the ground. If you look at his UFC losses, he's lost by submission in both. And I think Schultz is the better jiu-jitsu guy. So I'm also taking the sub or decision sort of as a hedge for my underbet, because I think if Schultz does get his wrestling going, he could win by decision. So that'll sort of hedge the other bet. But I think more likely there's going to be a finish in this fight. Then main event, I'm taking RoboCop, Gregory Rodrigues, 250 odds. I like his finishing upside in this fight. I want to be on the guy who's going to be more live for an early finish, and I think that's RoboCop. If Fluffy can survive, of course, like he's probably going to win because he's got the much better cardio. But I'm not confident he's going to survive. RoboCop is an absolute unit, and he's so much power. He's got good jiu-jitsu. He's not easy to take down. So I'm playing RoboCop. I think the odds 250, pretty good. And I'll look to live bet Hernandez. I could see him getting beat up in the first 2 rounds, and you might be able to get good odds if he's taken a beating. And I could see him coming back in the later rounds because he does have that much better cardio. So yeah, at the moment, just Gregory Rodrigues, and might live bet Hernandez if I think Rodrigues is going to slow down. So yeah, they're all my bets. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.